We all do it. We get stuck in our heads, replaying past conversations, worrying about future events, or just generally overanalyzing everything. This is what we call overthinking. It's like a broken record player in our minds, replaying the same negative thoughts over and over again. And it can be exhausting. Overthinking can take a serious toll on our mental health. It can lead to anxiety, stress, depression, and even physical health problems. When we're constantly in our heads, we're not present in the moment. We miss out on the good things happening around us. The good news is that we don't have to live like this. There are things we can do to break free from the cycle of overthinking. By understanding the psychology behind this common habit, we can start to challenge and change our thought patterns. It's time to escape the prison of our own minds and start living a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, offers valuable insights into overthinking. One key concept is rumination. Rumination is like a broken record player stuck on repeat, replaying negative thoughts and experiences. It's a vicious cycle where we get trapped in our own heads, unable to escape the downward spiral. Imagine this. You make a mistake at work and can't stop thinking about it. You replay the scenario in your head, imagining all the ways it could have gone better. You beat yourself up, questioning your competence and feeling like a failure. This is rumination in action. CBT helps us recognize these negative thought patterns and break free from them. By challenging and reframing our thoughts, we can interrupt the cycle of rumination and develop healthier coping mechanisms. It's about learning to observe our thoughts without judgment and choosing more helpful interpretations. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You have the power to change them. The ancient Stoic philosophers offered profound insights into the nature of the mind and its tendency to overthink. Their teachings, though centuries old, remain incredibly relevant in our fast-paced modern world. They believe that our thoughts are not always a reflection of reality, but rather our own interpretations of it. This distinction is crucial because it allows us to understand that our mental turmoil often stems from within, not from the external world. And often, these interpretations are skewed by our fears, insecurities, and biases. These mental distortions can lead us down a path of unnecessary worry and anxiety, clouding our judgment and preventing us from seeing things as they truly are. The Stoics emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions, and accepting what we cannot. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and serves as a powerful tool for managing overthinking. When we overthink, we give power to external events and circumstances. We allow them to dominate our mental space, often at the expense of our peace of mind. We allow them to dictate our emotional well-being. This surrender of control can lead to a cycle of stress and anxiety, where our thoughts spiral out of control. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This profound statement reminds us that our perceptions shape our reality. This quote highlights the essence of Stoic philosophy. It's not the events themselves that cause us suffering, but our thoughts and judgments about them. By changing our perspective, we can alter our emotional response to any situation. By practicing Stoic principles, we can learn to detach ourselves from our thoughts and observe them with a sense of objectivity. This detachment allows us to see our thoughts for what they are: transient and often irrational. We can choose to focus on what truly matters and let go of the constant need to control everything. By embracing the Stoic mindset, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, navigating life's challenges with a calm and steady mind. Journaling is another Stoic practice that can help manage overthinking. By writing down our thoughts, we can gain clarity and perspective, making it easier to identify and challenge irrational beliefs. Additionally, mindfulness and meditation can help us stay grounded in the present moment, reducing the tendency to ruminate on past events or worry about the future. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we can build a more resilient and balanced mindset, allowing us to face life's uncertainties with grace and composure. Remember, the Stoic approach to overcoming overthinking is not about suppressing our thoughts, but about understanding and managing them. It's about finding peace within ourselves, regardless of the chaos around us. The ghosts of the past. Repetition compulsion and its hold on our thoughts. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, introduced the concept of repetition compulsion. This idea has since become a cornerstone in understanding human behavior and the complexities of the mind. This psychological phenomenon explains our tendency to repeat past behaviors and patterns, even when they are harmful or destructive. It's a perplexing aspect of human nature that often leaves us wondering why we can't seem to break free from these cycles. It's as if we are drawn to relive past traumas or unresolved conflicts, seeking closure or understanding that seems to elude us. These repetitive actions and thoughts can feel like ghosts haunting our present, influencing our decisions and emotions. Overthinking can be seen as a form of repetition compulsion, where we replay negative thoughts and memories from the past. This constant mental replay can be exhausting and can prevent us from fully engaging with the present moment. We may find ourselves stuck in a loop, unable to break free from the grip of these intrusive thoughts. It's like being on a never-ending carousel, where the same scenes and emotions keep coming back, no matter how much we want to move forward. Freud believed that these repetitive thoughts and behaviors stem from unconscious desires and motivations. These hidden aspects of our psyche can drive us to act in ways that are not always in our best interest, often without us even realizing it. By bringing these unconscious patterns to light through therapy and self-reflection, we can begin to understand and heal the underlying wounds that drive our overthinking. This process of self-discovery can be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. It's important to remember that we are not defined by our past. While our experiences shape us, they do not have to dictate our future. We have the ability to learn from our past and use that knowledge to create a better, more fulfilling life. We have the power to choose a different path and create a brighter future for ourselves. By acknowledging and addressing our repetition compulsion, we can break free from the chains of our past and embrace the endless possibilities that lie ahead. The journey to overcoming repetition compulsion is not an easy one, but it is a journey worth taking. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings us closer to a life of greater freedom and peace. As we continue to grow and evolve, we can find new ways to cope with our past and build a future that is not only free from the shadows of repetition, compulsion, but also filled with hope and possibility. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and healing. Remember, the power to change and create a brighter future lies within you. Take the first step today and start rewriting your story. Letting go of the need to control. Buddhist insights on overthinking and attachment. Buddhist teachings offer a unique perspective on overthinking and its connection to suffering. These teachings delve deep into the human psyche, exploring the roots of our mental unrest and the pathways to inner peace. Buddhism emphasizes the impermanent nature of all things and the importance of detaching ourselves from our desires and attachments. This philosophy encourages us to see the world as it truly is, ever-changing and transient. When we cling to things, be it material possessions, relationships, or even our own thoughts, we create suffering for ourselves. This clinging is often rooted in a fear of loss and a desire for permanence in an impermanent world. Overthinking often stems from a desire to control our thoughts and emotions. We become entangled in a web of our own making, trying to predict every possible outcome and scenario. We fear uncertainty and strive to predict and manage every aspect of our lives. This constant need for control can lead to a state of perpetual anxiety and stress as we struggle against the natural flow of life. However, this need for control is ultimately futile. Life is a series of unpredictable events, and our attempts to control it are like trying to hold water in our hands. It slips through our fingers no matter how tightly we grasp. Life is inherently unpredictable, and our attempts to control it only lead to frustration and anxiety. The more we try to impose our will on the world, the more we find ourselves at odds with its natural rhythms. Buddhist practices like meditation and mindfulness can help us cultivate a sense of acceptance and non-attachment. These practices teach us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we can learn to let go of the need to control them. This detachment allows us to experience our thoughts as passing phenomena rather than as defining aspects of our identity. This allows us to experience greater peace of mind and emotional freedom. We begin to understand that our thoughts do not have to dictate our reality, and we can choose how to respond to them. Remember, letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means embracing the present moment and allowing things to unfold naturally. It means trusting in the process of life and having faith that things will work out as they are meant to. By letting go of our need to control, we open ourselves up to the beauty and spontaneity of life. We learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, rather than what we wish it to be. This shift in perspective can lead to a profound sense of inner peace and contentment. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this video helped you understand how overthinking could be holding you back. If you're ready to break free from the constant cycle of thoughts, be sure to watch our video, How to Take Actionable Steps to Stop Overthinking. It's packed with practical tips and exercises to help you regain control of your mind.